Hey, welcome to my channel. This video is for Imbolc. In the Wheel of the Year, Imbolc is the first planting festival that is celebrated around February 1st or February 2nd. It is a time to celebrate the very first signs of spring. Even though it is still winter, there are some signs that spring is coming and winter will be ending. These signs are the fact that there is more sunlight, the days are longer, they're getting longer every day, so the days are lengthening and sunlight is increasing. Imbolc is also a time to celebrate love. It can be a good time to discover what seeds you want to plant or what goals and intentions you want to set. What do you want to grow in your metaphysical garden? What do you want to manifest? What do you want to happen over the spring and the summer? What do you want to bring into your life for this year before next winter? What do you want to manifest in 10 or so months or over the next 10 months? The vibe of Imbolc is rebirth and renewal, so this is a healing time right now. It's great for purification and cleansing and fertility and growth. It can be a very creative time. There's lots of planning and getting excited about the things that you want to start taking action on in the spring. Animals to connect to during this time are snakes, serpents, robins, swans, foxes, bees, ravens, and deer. I have a meditation that I posted on this channel to connect with a deer spirit guide, so if you're interested in that meditation, I'll leave the link below for it. I also have an Imbolc meditation and ritual that you can check out. In the Living with Familiars Tarot Manifestation Calendar Journal, there is information for Imbolc. There is a ritual that you can do for Imbolc, as there is with every festival on the Wheel of the Year. There's journaling to do and a 9-card tarot spread. I will be doing a collective tarot reading, pulling 4 cards to see how we can work with the energy of this time of year and with the energy of our familiar, the animal that we have a connection with. Feel free to pull your own cards as I am doing the reading or with me, so you can get some more insight into the message that's for you. You can kind of combine my message and your message to have something a little more unique and personalized to you. Choose your own spread, do the one in the Living with Familiars calendar, or you don't need to do one at all. You can just listen to this message that I'm going to get from the tarot, as this is a message for the collective. So if you're here and you're listening, then this message is for you. Just if you want some more specific insight or to pull your own cards to complement my reading. The first card is going to represent how I can show my familiar more love and compassion. I will be using the Dragon Companions Tarot deck. So message for Imbolc, for the collective, message from our familiar. How can I show my familiar more love and compassion? The first card is the 8 of Swords. The affirmation that goes with this card, the 8 of Swords, is I have the power to overcome my limitations and fears. So this is a card of a dragon learning how to fly. Her friends are above her flying and she's on the ground. There are swords in front of her. She wants to jump over these swords, fly over these swords, and get to her friends in the sky. But she's pretty nervous. She's scared to learn how to fly. This card wants us to look at challenges and limitations, whether they are physical or mental, emotional, whatever those challenges or limitations are, to look at them from another perspective. So for our question, how can I show my familiar more love and compassion, is that there may be something with are familiar, whether that's a health issue, a behavioral issue, something that we are maybe struggling with, and even if it isn't to do with them directly, it's maybe our approach to caring for them. I know that I would like to do more training for fun with my dog Penny. I want to create a little routine that's kind of just a fun game that I teach her, and I need to work on this every day, and I'm finding it really hard to take the time, even if that's 5-10 minutes a day, to do some training work with her, even though my intentions are it to be fun, a bonding activity. And sometimes I can feel upset with myself, and I feel like I'm not doing all that I can for Penny. I'm not providing her with these mental exercises and mental stimulation that I want to, the enrichment that I want to be providing with her, because I can't seem to find the time or a space in my day to do regular training with her. Even though she loves it and I love it and I'm always happy when we get to do it, I never get to do it as much as I want to. So this is a challenge that I'm having. Finding the time, finding the space in the day, and also my mental blocks or my limiting beliefs, how I'm approaching it, how I'm always feeling like I'm not doing enough and that I could be doing better. I can turn these challenges, these struggles, these limiting beliefs around. There are ways to make sure that I have a dedicated time for 10 minutes. 10 minutes isn't that long, and I don't know why it's been hard for me to find the time. So I need to really maybe do some journaling or sit down and really think about why I'm unable to do this, why I can't keep this commitment to myself and to Penny, even though it's something that I really want to do. So is there something maybe you've been trying to teach your dog to not bark or lunge at other dogs, pull on the leash when you're taking him for a walk? Maybe you have a health issue that you've been struggling with your cat, or your cat has been anxious or misusing the litter box and going in inappropriate places, something that you've been trying to work on, trying to solve, and it's frustrating, it's disappointing, you're a little bit angry at yourself, at your animal, you're worried, you're scared, there's something uncomfortable around this situation, this behavior, this issue, this challenge that you're having with your animal, whether it's more on your part or your animal's part or both of your parts. So your animal is asking you to have love and compassion for those challenges, for those things that you've been hard on yourself with, or you've been hard on your animal with. Maybe your animal has some anxiety or stress and you're feeling really bad about it. You're feeling like you could have done more, or you should have done this, or you're not doing this right, and you can't figure out how to get out of this kind of situation. Your familiar wants you to approach this instead of with shame, guilt, embarrassment, frustration, anger, disappointment. Approach it with love and compassion. Love yourself, love your animal, love the challenge, love the struggle, be compassionate and loving and understanding and forgiving with yourself and with your animal. And the reason for Imbolc that we are looking at love and compassion is because the energy at this time is a very loving energy. It's a time to celebrate those that you love and to show yourself love. So this is an area that we can show more love to, these challenges and these struggles that we are having with our animal. And we can try and understand them from our animal's perspective. Maybe we wonder why they're barking and why they can't seem to learn something or figure something out, or why they are acting out in this way. Instead of being angry or upset or frustrated with your animal, give your animal love, compassion, try to see things from their point of view, have empathy with them. The next card is, what do I need to heal? Imbolc can bring healing, rebirth, renewal. So what does our animal suggest that we heal? What can we heal within ourselves that our animal maybe sees in us? The card for that is Justice. The affirmation for Justice is, I rationally and objectively make decisions that benefit all fairly. It's time to accept the truth, take responsibility, and make a decision. When making a decision, be rational, objective, and fair. Keep a balance of harmony and equality. What decision do you need to make? How does your choice affect others? So this card suggests that we can bring rebirth and healing renewal to a decision that we have made. Maybe in the past we made a decision that we have regret around, or we wish that we had gone a different route or that we had chosen something else. We can forgive ourselves for that choice, for that decision that we made in the past. Maybe we knew we were doing something we shouldn't do, or we couldn't bring our confidence up enough to take action on something that we wanted to take action on, or we were in denial or disbelief. We're no longer in that phase anymore of not seeing clearly. We can see clearly. We know the right choice for us and for everyone else involved. We know the choice that's in alignment. We know the choice for our highest good and the highest good of everyone else involved. And we need to forgive ourselves for either hiding, lying to ourselves, or making the wrong choice. We need to forgive ourselves for that and be able to move on and realize that we can change our mind. We can choose another path. We can do it differently this time, or we can restart and do the thing that we wished we had chosen to do in the past. We can do it now. We can make the choice now. We can change our mind and we can change the path. We just need to make the choice. We know what the choice is already, and we can forgive ourselves, heal the past, and do different in the present and in the future. So that's an area of our life that our familiar thinks we should heal, a choice that we have made in the past, a decision that we have made. We need to heal our feelings, our emotions, our thoughts around that so we can move on and choose something better, choose something that we wish we would have chosen before. Our next card is representing how we can nurture ourselves, how we can show our self-love. The card we have for that is the moon. The affirmation for the moon is, I trust in my ability to see through all illusions. Let go of fear, anxiety, and insecurities. It's time to find your hidden potentials and skills that you are currently ignoring. You are creating an illusion and need to look within to have clarity. Trust your intuition. Release control and trust so that even if you cannot see the future or final outcome, you are on the right path. Have faith and step into the unknown. So the moon is all about just trusting your intuition, and you don't always see everything. You don't always know the next step. You don't always have this guarantee or this clarity. Just trust that the path, one little step at a time, will get you into the unknown, into the future, which is unknown, and it will be okay. Trust that each little step is taking you somewhere good. Trust in the process, trust in the unfolding, even though you have no idea what the process actually looks like. So show yourself love by trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. The moon is a card that really symbolizes our intuition, symbolizes knowing the path without being able to see it, knowing that we are on the path towards our dreams and our desires, even though we can't see that path. Trusting in the unknown. So show yourself love, trust yourself. How can you trust yourself more? How can you work with your intuition more? How can you trust your intuition? How can you grow, develop, strengthen your intuition, and really trust that the messages you are receiving, the insight that you have, trust that it is exactly what you need to know, what you need to do, what you need to feel. So show yourself love by showing yourself that you trust yourself. How can you trust yourself more? How can you show yourself that you trust yourself? And our last and final card represents how you can nurture your familiar, the animal that you have a connection with. How can you show that animal that you love them? How can you express love to them? And what is a gift that you can give them to show them that you love them? This is around Valentine's Day, and we usually give our loved ones gifts or express to them how we love them. So how can we do that for our animal? How can we express our love for them? Show them that we love them. The card for that is the Seven of Cups. So the affirmation for the Seven of Cups is, I can objectively make choices that are right for me. When it comes to showing your animal that you love them, the Seven of Cups can mean that you know what to do, what choices to make. You choose everything in your animal's life. You choose their food, you choose when they go to sleep, you choose their exercise, you choose their enrichment. You choose absolutely everything. When they play, when they eat, who they spend their time around, where they live. You choose everything for them. You choose if you take them to the vet. You choose how you care for their teeth or the quality of food that you feed them, whether you give them a bath or they get groomed. You make every single choice. Take some time to reflect on your choices. Is there a choice that you are making for your animal that isn't in alignment with your values? Take diet, for example. There are many different types of foods that you can feed your dog or your cat. You can feed them dry. Then there are thousands of different brands of dry kibble. You could feed them wet food. Then there are so many different brands of wet food. You could feed them raw food. You could make their food at home, homemade yourself. You could feed them food scraps. You could choose not to feed them at all, which I'm sure isn't a choice you would make, but that is an option. Maybe abuse, but it's still an option. You also can choose how often you're going to feed them. Twice a day, once a day, 3 times a day, and you choose their treats. Penny came to join us. You can see her. So is the food that you have chosen, is it in alignment with your values? Have you done research on the food that you have chosen? Do you think it's the best choice for your animal? Could you choose better? Could you choose different? Could you choose to learn more about their food and what is a healthy diet? I'm just using diet and food as an example, but you could look at this in any area of your animal's life, whether that's the toys and playtime that you provide, the exercise, whatever area of your life that you feel you could maybe consider assessing. Again, trust your intuition on what area you need to assess, but take some time to really reflect on the choices that you are making for your animal, and is there anything that you can change or adjust? This is a gift that you can give your animal. You can choose a better choice. You can make a choice that will improve their quality of life. Just take some time to consider whether all the choices that you make for your animal are in alignment with your values, with your beliefs, with the type of life that you want to provide for your animal. This is a really great way, I think, to show your animal some love. Really reflect and maybe journal on the choices that you are making, the lifestyle that you are providing your animal, and how can you do better? We can all do better. We can all improve in some area. How can we improve in our animals area? What can we learn more about? What can we do on a daily basis for our animal? What choices can we make in the short term and in the long term that will improve our animal's quality of life? So I hope this reading was helpful for working with the energy of this time of year, gave you some advice and insight, and I do have other videos that go more into depth about Imbolc and meditations for Imbolc. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Pets are more than just animals. They are spiritual beings with unique personalities and energies. Do you love your dog and want to live in harmony with your dog while understanding their needs and emotions? Instead of feeling frustrated or overwhelmed by your dog's behavior, improve your relationship with your dog and help them heal from any physical, mental, or emotional issues. I offer a unique combination of positive reinforcement training methods with energy healing techniques, animal communication, and tarot. Receive a personalized action plan created by a certified dog trainer and animal communicator. This package is perfect for anyone who wants to enhance and enchant their life with their dog. Don't miss this opportunity to get this amazing package. Apply now and get ready to create a magical relationship with your dog.